Pretty cool gadgets here. Basic stuff going on. I'll try and talk you through it. What I'm doing. Okay, I already got my hamburger in there. Cracking 2 eggs. Just a little bit of meatloaf seasoning. This is basically what it is. Salt, the old-fashioned table salt. I don't measure anything, so you got pretty much eyeball your taste. There's a little bit of red chili powder, crushed chili, a little bit of garlic salt, and pepper. Some crackers, more crackers, and an onion. Salsa. Still a little bit. Don't need much. About that much chopped onions and a bell pepper, half a bell pepper. And you want to chop it up kind of fine, or it'll start breaking up in the pan. Good old-fashioned fork. Just mix it around. Like I said, this is basically a meatloaf. It's done on the stove top instead of the oven. And it doesn't taste the same though. The baked stuff gets a little drier than this stuff does. Now I'm going to be making my own brown gravy from scratch. Don't want to damage the eggs too much. And this stuff won't stick. Okay. Add some oil to my pan. And I'm making regular old mashed potatoes. With real potatoes, no instant stuff today. Yeah, that'll work. This I don't need. You don't have to wait until the pan warms up or anything. I just like it to warm up a little bit and kind of make it Kind of ball them up like that. Big old chunk of meat. Kind of flatten them out. Kind of make them like a hamburger patty type, but a little thicker. Basically, it's just a little mini meatloaf in a pan. Now it looks like a lot of oil, but actually it's not. I'm going to use this oil for my gravy, which is going into this little pan here. Okay. Oh. Almost forgot the pepper to the top. You don't forget the pepper to the top. Good old-fashioned black pepper. And please, people, I don't stress it enough. Use black pepper. If you're not allergic to it, use it. You'll bring up your immunity. And garlic. I use a lot of garlic in my food. I can move around a lot more than most people. My body feels good all the time, except for tired. Yeah, I feel tired every once in a while. Okay, you want to let that cook. The first time you put them in the pan, you want to let them cook on that one side for quite some time, or it will break apart. You don't want to set your heat real high either, or you're going to end up with a raw metal. And I hate raw meat. Yeah. I have black-eyed peas, dried, fresh, blah blah, but I'm going to use a can this time, because I'm not going to sit around for 6 hours watching beans boil. That's how long it takes for this stuff to cook. So I'm doing this the old-fashioned way, by the can. Use my trusty old P38 again. This can opener sucks. Water out of the peas there. Good old-fashioned peas. Put a little bit of salt on it. Put it in the microwave. And it'll be done in 3 minutes. Gotta wait 6 hours for homemade stuff to be done. I'm doing is getting them unstuck from the bottom of the pan. Haven't flipped them yet. Can't flip them or they'll break apart. They're about as touchy as meatballs, basically. And meatballs are the same thing, except these are bigger. Okay. Let that sit there and sizzle for a minute. See my potatoes, I think they're almost done or should be done. I had them boiling here for about, yeah, they're done. And if you noticed, I leave the skin on my potatoes. That's where all the nutrients are. All you're getting is starch if you peel them. Ask the diabetics, they'll tell you. And if you're wondering how many of those lemony cakes that I made the last video, how many I have left, I pretty much wiped them out. They're still soft and moist. I got about 2 days left on them before they start getting hard. Yeah, it's like watching food cook. Almost ready to flip. You won't find this in a store or a restaurant. I guarantee it. I was the last of my kind to make this from dead scratch. Everybody else, prepackaged junk. I worked for Denny's for 2 weeks. That's all it took for me to walk out of there. They made it from scratch, sort of. But it's nowhere near as good as this stuff. Nowhere near. Oops. Grease everywhere. I don't care. I like messes. That's what paper towels are for. I got that grease everywhere, including myself. If it seems like it looks burnt, it's not. It's actually perfect. Okay, now I'm going to make my brown gravy. This part gets a little tricky, so I can't show it on TV, but it's right above the sink, right here. All right. Add a little bit more oil to that. Gravy mix. Make that nice and hot. Hot. Well, I messed up a good circle. Oh well. anything else. I don't think it did that and that. All I need is that. And with my potatoes, I'm going to drain the water, put some butter in it, and mash it. I'm not going to add any milk or anything else to it. Well, I might add some salt. But that's about it. Smoke. Okay, and this, and put some flour into the gravy pan. Now this is from scratch brown gravy. I'm going to add the salt now to the gravy. Probably quite a bit to it. I'll probably add a little bit more to it after I add the water and the rest of the ingredients. And do not put a lid on the meat. Do not do that. You'll ruin it. And like always, I don't edit my videos. I don't taste my food. I know exactly what it tastes like every time. Okay, gravy sit there and bubble. Yeah, you can see that from right there. Well, I'm doing these videos because everybody on YouTube cheats. They cut and edit their videos, and I don't believe in that. I think it's time for a change on YouTube. Put it exactly how long stuff takes to cook and what it takes to make it. Not this, here's the ingredients, go after it. No. I don't do that. And the reason why I'm cooking the flour so long is because that's what brown gravy is. It's pretty much burnt flour. You'll understand it if you ever do this. You'll understand exactly what I'm doing. It tastes exactly the same as that packaged brown gravy. ready-made stuff. I never had time to make the gravy like this at the restaurant. Here's my meat. That's the way it's supposed to look. Exactly like that. If it don't look like that, there's something wrong. You're either under you're kind of rusted, or your fire is down too low. The water's prepared for my gravy. Okay, time to add the water. Should look a little brownish like that. And if you accidentally add too much water, you can always add flour to it and just cook the flour. Okay, I'm going to add beef bouillon to my gravy. Get it up. A little bit more salt. Some pepper. Lots of pepper. I'm an immunity to peppers. I don't know about you guys, but pepper don't bother me. And the hotter the jalapeno is, the colder it is for me. Good. The gravy should look like that. And it's done. And we'll turn on the microwave. 3 minutes. Okay. Well, the rest is tedious work. I'll take a picture of it and put it on my thumbnail, so see you later on YouTube. Everything's done, pretty much, except for tedious things like smashing up taters, putting butter in it. So, see you next time.